Yo, let's see if we are live. Let's check the stream, the audio. Yep, sounds good. What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another edition of Newton's Manga Academy. Chapter 1187 in One Piece dropped a couple of hours ago. Shout out to TCB Scans as always. It's just the elephant in the room. CANDELLE an apology. She was a victim in this situation, not a perpetrator. A real man knows when to admit when he's wrong and apologize. She's currently all clear of all charges. She's the actual victim in this case. Total dick for me to still think she was guilty that deep into the flashback. There's no way Oda's gonna hit us with a misdirection and have her be like a secret celestial dragon. Yeah, my bad. That was totally a guinea situation. Messed up on my part. Can admit when I'm wrong. But that was actually a pretty cool flashback. It was a short flashback, but really impactful. Oda did a good job of doing Luvin's character, Candelle's character. I totally did not expect it to go the way it did, with Emu and Mars pulling up, seeing Papa Manmayer with his mismatched eyes, and learning about the dojutsu of the One Piece world. At least there's some eye technique that Emu's after. Is it the same eye technique as the Three Eye Clan? I was watching one of Cole's reactions, and he was thinking that it has to be the same technique, or it has to be some overlap. I just think if it's anything poneglyph related, that'll be weird for Emu to wipe out the Ohara scholars and then want a power to read poneglyphs. I just think that's weird. That's like a weird plot point that Oda has to explain. Because Emu could just simply enslave the scholars, or enslaved some of them, and have them read the poneglyphs. If it was that important. And also, I guess I always assumed Emu could read the ancient language. Because if he's from the same time period, maybe it's a secret language from pre-Emu or post-Emu, and he can't read it. No, because I guess he shouldn't know where Laugh-Tell is, because he would just go there and destroy it. So I guess I never really thought about can Emu read the poneglyphs, and it probably makes the most sense to say that he can't read the poneglyphs. But having the power that needs to be awakened to be something poneglyph related, when he had the scholars right there, when Vegapunk was right there, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But without further ado, let's dive into chapter 1187 of One Piece, titled The Cause. It's cover request by Nobobo D420 Land. What? Is that someone's name? Nibobo D420 Land. Reiju sternly scolding some swans to protect an ugly duckling. So they all look like her siblings, and the duck she's holding looks like Sanji. I wonder if we're going to see the Germa again. They're decent. Notes. I'm still amped from the Dreams Come True concert. I can't get the intro out of my head. Oda Ichiro. Shout out to TCB Scans. Luffy socks Emu. So we got Emu bleeding after the punch. See Luffy still looking sternly. Ooh, look at all that conqueror's hockey. We see like a shockwave emanating from Luffy, and then just giant bolts of lightning. And Emu gets sent flying. So Emu's bleeding from his mouth. He does the omen peace sign with both hands. Whoosh, whoosh. And he sent out two homies. They're smirking, and I don't know which direction they're going, but Emu keeps going, and he goes through the forest. Luffy sent him flying far. Loki, you may have got a good one in, but that's only thanks to all the damage I already dealt him. Then Luffy, you seem real beat up. Relax for a bit. Relax? Who do you think you're talking to? So one of the homies just went by Luffy. Foosh. Whoa. Then Loki, bastard. And see the other one's there, Loki, huh? Wait, is it trying to bite Loki? Like, what's going on? Or no, it's like, or it just ran into Loki's face and it like recoiled a bit. Whoa, 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 huh? It's not really hot. It doesn't even hurt that much. What's with this black fire? Then we got emus doing more omen stuff. Whoosh. Now, wow, this guy's even more scary up close. We're about to aim above the belly. I think that's the fire, the wisps talking. We're to aim above the belly, where the sword pierced them a moment ago. Damn it, what's this stuff? It's spreading. So they're going into the wound. Go, go. Then Emu has his omen things. It looks like a bell at the end. Yeah, it is a bell. It's ringing. Stigma. Kanji is resentful demon sword. So Loki's there. Luffy's looking at him. Just like a wave of black went to Luffy. He jumped above it. Then we zoomed into Loki. Oh! So Emu shot a giant black sword and it went straight through Loki. So this is how we're getting Loki out the battle. Damn. Here I thought it was going to be a 2v1, but now Emu packed Buddy out the paint. Stigma. Resentful demon sword. So I guess wherever the wisp land, his stigma automatically hits it. So those wisps are just like target. They're like UABs or something like that. What's with this thing? So we see a lightning bolt. We're seeing transition to the ice block. It just won't break. Jinbei. Nothing's working. Usopp. This can't really be made of ice, can it? Frankie. It's more like diamond or something. We got Nami. Oh, whether it's ice or not, wouldn't she have already suffocated by now? So Brooke is touching it. Ouch, dummy. But look, it's cold to the touch. Or actually, I'm not really sure, but you can't tell? Wait, none of them touched it before? So we got Frankie's touching it. Hey, you're right. When I touch it, I'm not really sure. Enough, you non-humans just can't tell. It's definitely cold. Hey, look out behind. No. Emu sent Loki all the way to the block of ice. So Loki crashes into it. We got Nami. Yeah. We got the rest. Kia. Loki. Huh? And then Ragnar is flying. Watch out, the hammer. Then it just like bounces off the ice. Squeak, squeak. Whoa. No way. Was he beaten? He's been stabbed in the chest. Yeah, Loki's fucked up. He's gushing blood. Ragnar, squeak. Hey, look. Whoa. Has the ice started to melt? Princess Shuri. So Brooke is looking as the ice is melting. How did the emu do that? That was nuts. Foosh. Whoa. Then he's aiming at Luffy. It's ringing. So the little stigma orb thing is on Luffy's shoulder. So Luffy's grabbing it and he throws his jacket off. And Emu sends his stigma and it shoots at the jacket. And Luffy's jumping around. And Emu's looking at him. Sea Cloud Port, West Village. School Library Branch. So we see West Village. We see the ship where Summers is. Harbor. Zora's location. Look who it is. One of the three demons. A Straw Hat. Oh, so that was Zoro, I think, talking, or maybe one of the giants. Weren't you just at the village? What are you doing here looking for a beating? You bastards ruined our reunion feast with our old friends. Oh, sorry about that. We're just here to pick up 10 or 20 kids at most. My associate should be bringing them over to the village any minute now. Then we'll be out of your hair. Then we got Zoro. Is that so? What a coincidence. One of my associates is also swinging by the village, but I don't think your guy will be coming back. Oh, that's pretty dope. So Zoro's on the mast looking down at Summers, who's on the boat. Oh, may I ask why? Zoro, because he'll be dead. Yeah, you really have no idea just how awesome we are right now. So Summers shoots his briar sword and Zoro blocks it. In West Village, rain pours. You see the school, the tree route, so the other side of West Village, as if a hole was torn in the sky. You got the harbor. So Zoro and Sanji are not that far away. So rain pours as if a hole was torn in the sky. I'm starting to grasp the situation. Problem one: a monster bigger than any giant is trying to kidnap the kids. So Sanji's lighting a cigarette. That's a pain to deal with. Their mothers are crying their eyes out. I can't stand the sight of it. So yeah, so Zaza is just cleaning house. But I can't save the brats myself because problem two, that monster is a woman and I can't kick it. That's another pain to deal with. Man has his principles, I guess. And the warriors won't stop at anything until the kids are safe. Ripley! Damn it, leave him alone. Colin! Mommy! I'm sorry, I got caught again. Then there's problem three. While I can't stand to see a woman cry, it's okay if I don't join their fight because I know the cause of all of this is really you. So Sanji's kicking at Killingham. Even if the giants lose sight of you, you can't outrun me. Killingham, good grief, you really are tough. Sanji, I'm ending this here. Killingham, you fool. There's a big difference between tough and immortal. There's no way you can beat me. Your assessment is right, though if I were out of commission, my ability would dissipate. So we got confirmation. Beat Killingham and all of his dreams go away. So go ahead and try. Let's see if you can take out the rain god. Onward, rain god. Take those brats away. How terrifying. I know your weakness. Ha ha ha. Oh ho. How interesting. So you're saying you can use Conqueror's Haki. Go ahead then. Kill me. So Killingham shot his spear at Sanji. That paneling was weird. Who said how terrifying? It's not Sanji. Because Sanji's... Wait. Alright, so Sanji's like on the tree. I know your weakness. How interesting. So you're saying you can use Conqueror's Haki. Go ahead and kill me as Killingham strikes at Sanji. So Sanji goes into the rubble. Your captain is one of the four emperors. So this is Sanji having a flashback. I'm guessing this is Gabon. Your captain is one of the four emperors. You should be meticulous if you intend to have his back. Zoro, my bad. Hey, old man, what about me? Do I really not have Conqueror's Haki? You have the traits of one who might. Really? But somehow, I get the impression you burden yourself with painful uncertainty. For it to manifest, one must be a king. Sanji's getting character development. Sanji's on the rubble. A king. Then he's thinking, Luffy. He truly wants to be Pirate King with all his heart. So thou hast finally revealed thyself, Joy Boy. Yo, look at this title panel, Saint Nerona. Yo, Emu's not making out of this arc then. If we're getting this title panel, Emu's not making it out of this arc. Saint Nerona Emu versus Monkey D. Luffy. Don't go calling me whatever you want. The name's Luffy, the man who's going to be king of the pirates, who truly has the quality of a king. Special cover and color spread next issue to celebrate the 29th anniversary, One Piece 1187 end. So Sanji's definitely going to get Conqueror's Haki. He just has to figure out what does it mean to be a king. I get the impression you burden yourself with painful uncertainty. For it to manifest, one must be a king. So I'm guessing this is him accepting his Germa lineage, him accepting that Luffy's eyes look different. Like they're one's darker than the others. Is this like Sanji has to acknowledge that he's special, he's better than others? Not like better than others in an arrogant way. Like you have to have the aspirations of a king to have Conqueror's Haki. So that means you have to have a certain sense of self that others don't. So from Sanji eating discarded food, learning that about the like Sanji humbles himself a lot, and that's how he becomes. That's how Sanji. So I'm curious to see how they're going. Like, what's the fine line between that? Because I wouldn't say Garp is like an egotist, but he is kind of an egotist. He does what he wants. He has his own code. He follows it no matter what. I'm curious to see how Oda's gonna write through this. So Sanji's gonna unlock conquerors by learning what it means to be a king. I don't know. Yeah, This is gonna be interesting. This is probably gonna be the most interesting of the fights. Um, I think Summers is gonna quickly. I think Summers' thorns are gonna be like coated. I don't want to think Summers has conquerors. I don't know what's going to be the gimmick. I guess it's just Zoro gets strong enough to cut through the horns or thorns, or refines his Conqueror's Haki enough to get a fatal blow. But Sanji's fight is going to have to be him learning a lesson about himself. I think that's going to be far more interesting. But getting this title right here, that's pretty clean. Yeah, I used to think Emu was going to make it out of this arc, but nah. Forgetting this. This might be Emu's last stand. I don't know. This is a pretty cool chapter. A lot happened. We got Loki getting packed up. Stigma. Resentful demon sword. That's pretty crazy. So he shoots these embers, and wherever those embers land, his stigma will just hit it. Ouch. And then Ragnar hitting the ice automatically started it to thaw. So whenever Loki gets to Punk Hazard to free the Galley Law crew, he just has to simply swing Ragnar and the ice will come undone. But Loki's ain't getting up from that. That's crazy. So we got our final fight set up. So Zoro's finally at Summers. Sanji's fighting Killingham. Then we got Saint Nerona Emu versus Monkey D. Luffy. So now we're about to get the real fight. So Elbaf has been dope. This chapter was gas. Sanji's gonna get conquerors, but he has to learn a lesson. What that lesson is, I don't know if Oda's gonna land that plane well. That's the thing I'm waiting to see. Because Luffy is Luffy, Zoro is Zoro, arrogant but not really. But yes, they clearly are. But also, no, they're not. You have the traits of one who might. Also, wonder what what Gabon means by that. Is that just overall power level? Is that like you're too strong? Like, if you're an elite Yonko commander, you just have to have conquerors. There's no way you made it this far without it. He barely knows Sanji. He met that guy. He's known him for. This might be the first time they've met, I think. Because it was Zoro and Luffy at the castle. So this might be the first time Gabon and Sanji met. So what does he mean by you have the traits of one who might? How do you know that? Um, is there like a sixth set you get with Conqueror's Hawk? Like if you have Conqueror's Hawk, you just feel it from other people. So some of the stuff I want Oda to elaborate on. Like, is it just if you have high enough hockey overall, you're just eventually going to get conquerors. If you just start maxing out armament and observation, just by byproduct, you'll just get conquerors because you're maxing out your other skills. Gabon barely knows this dude. It's not like they've been traveling for a while. It's like, you got a conqueror in you. Like, you don't know this. So I'm curious to see how we're going to get more of this information. Are we going to get more conversation between Gabon and Sanji? At what point is Sanji going to like his dad's not going to show up randomly. Also, that's pretty dope Oda putting Germa on the front cover. I mean, on the, yeah. That's pretty cool. Because Sanji accepting his family is going to be the answer. But the question is, what part of accepting his family? What lesson is he going to learn from these cretins known as Germa Double Six? Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I want to see how Oda's going to land this because there's a fine line that he's played with his characters with Conqueror's Hockey. They clearly have an inflated sense of self, but not in a bad way. Luffy thinks he's going to be king of pirates in a non-arrogant way, but he thinks he's the one to do it. And he's the only one that can do it. And he will be the one to do it. Zoro's dogged chasing of Mihawk to be the best. But yet he still can, like... He can still, like, respect people like, not Kuina, Tashigi and her journey. Like, stuff like that. Like... What Sanji's character shift or character tick that he needs to modify. Because there's no reason to bring this up just for it to be like at some point Sanji just gets conquerors without learning a lesson. So what is that lesson going to be? Like, because I think he's pretty fine as a character. Like, I don't think there's like... He's going from a douchebag character to a non-douchebag character. If anything, you could argue Zoro, all Conqueror Hockey users are like, if they were your friends, you would be annoyed with them half the time. So I guess Sanji's already in that category, but yeah, I'm curious to see how Oda's going to get this king stuff. Because Sanji clearly doesn't like his dad, and his dad is a legitimate king. So that's going to be where the block is, that he doesn't want to be like his dad. But did Sanji really spend enough time with his dad to really know him as a person? What, Sanji left when he was like 8? Like, I don't know. So, like, there's not like there's going to be conversations he's going to think back to. Yeah, I don't know. But we're going to see more. This Sanji killing him fight, it's going to be a lot of narrative stuff, I think. Or Oda's just going to have Sanji just randomly get Conqueror's Haki and beat Killingham. I don't know. But let me know what y'all think about this chapter. Let me know what you think about the quality Sanji's missing in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Peace out. Tune in the next time to Newton's Manga.